Touhou time. Okay, let's see how it's gonna go for the day. It's late for Touhou, but it's still Touhou. I do know, sometimes I play well on Fridays. Maybe that's because of the caffeine. But you know what? It's the weekend now. I can sleep in as much as I want in the morning. Hey, Bonzo, you're right. I mean, it's late stream, and I was also late. I had to drive home, and I left a little bit later than I initially intended to. Because I was doing things, and people were like, oh, no, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Like, okay, I'll do 5 more minutes. Oh, yeah, and then... So I'm here now. Hello, Potato Bot, and hello, Light General. Check something? Checky-doo. Uh-oh, internet. I just saw you. Ooh, I just saw the internet. Ooh, it dropped 68 frames. I'm trying to check something, but it's not done. Wait. Checking that after the cat. I should have moved Discord to my right monitor. We'll do it after the cat. We always beat the cat every time. You ever wonder if sometimes caffeine is like a placebo effect? Where it doesn't actually do anything, I just like think it does something, so it makes me more alert. You ever wonder if there's a lot of things that have that effect? The stand still and do nothing strat? Eep-a-doop-a-doo. It's fine, nothing to look at here. It's no use attacking. Hold on, let me check something now. Put that over there, see if that does anything. Oh. Open seethe. Ooh, I could gain more lives? I do find this card interesting, because this one... Because this one gives you a life, and it gives you a fragment for every stage. But there's a card that gives you a spell fragment every spell cap. Or a life fragment every spell cap. Hello, 11. I do have them. Good news. But, I gotta, like, upload them first, and that takes time, so, I'll send them scattered. You have Jaizo and Sigil in your 1cc you were farming. I know I had some of the stuff. Like, I think I had, like, the homing amulets. I want to use that. And otherwise, I'm pretty sure it's basically all just, like, life generation. I mean, obviously, it was the Byakuran. Byakuran was, like, the other one. But I'm pretty sure otherwise, it's, like, I basically just completely prioritized life generation. But I think the two starting equipments I used was actually homing amulet and Byakuran. So I actually don't think I started with any life gain, now that I think about it. We're not edging right now? What was that cut? Why did I do that? Someone explain to me. Me and I'm a barber, and I like misshave something. Who do you think cuts hair in Touhou? Like, how do you think they get about that? If, like, they need their hair... Like, how do you think Reimu gets her hair this neat? Sigil is one that works the same way as the Jaizo, but it's a bomb and full bombs to pieces. Makes sense. But that's not... I don't care about the Jaizo or the Sigil. I care about how the Touhou characters in Gensokyo are cutting their hair. Like, I'm sure someone like Narumi just, like, uses her hatchet, like, cuts it off and, like, deals with that. Big play with the hair yokai showing up in 21. What do you mean, hair yokai? Yeah. Jumpy Village's certified hairstylist. I always wonder if Mercer got a very Western witch outfit from the middle of Japan. I don't know, a lot of things end up across the border, right? Like, maybe Renosuke picked it up, and then Marissa liked it, and it was like, give it to me, and Renosuke was like, sure. That's true. Are there any tailors in Gensokyo? You think Aaron can, like, seamstress? 11, I have bad news. Litterbox doesn't, holy shit. Litterbox doesn't like this. So I'll have to look at it later. Game Butcher, you're back up to the 3 streak. Appreciate it. So you're waiting for these files. Unfortunately, Litterbox just didn't like the one I tried to do, and I'm not going to try to do more in the middle of stream. Just fed forever, and then it was like, nope. And now, I don't know exactly what the problem is. I'm going to figure it out. The Alfonso files, true. It's actually going to be the Sanyo files, because apparently she keeps slaves. Or she looks like she might. Not according to me. I'm just saying. Nice. Nice money. Money's over. Nice money's over. I hit 269 for a second. Gosh, I love when, like, unironically, when I'm hearing two guys at work and one of them talks like, yeah, it's like 6-7 acres. And, like, I'm like, I want to laugh at it. It's a funny number. Excluding Villanarians, are there any other yokai that, yokai Touhou? Are there any other Touhous that would keep slaves? The Tengu? Like the Wolf Tengu are effectively the Great Tengu slaves. Like, we've already talked about this in the past. Oops. This guy scares me more than the spam section. The Oni? I don't know if the Oni would keep slaves. They kill the weak, right? Like, if they beat someone, they just kill them, right? Great Tengu generals, not slave masters? Uh-huh. That's what the public face of them tells you. She's Kanaka, she like this? Uh-oh. What is... Bruh. Yeah, I guess Okina to an extent. Is running Kari slave in some aspect? I mean, some aspect, yes, but like, is it voluntary? Right? Like, is there any aspect of Ron, like Yukari to Ron and Ron to Chen as well? Like those, is that voluntary at all, or did they just take them and they're just forced into it like that? Right. Their turns on Ambo say slave. But can I put GIFs on Twitch? Can I put them on OBS? Because I found a beautiful one. No, I don't want to do the Miku Tato 911. Can I just, like, go to put image and just do it like this? It's beautiful. The best part is it's the Rod one. Because Shigami or Williams, they could always be disobedient. I mean, like, to an extent, you could argue slaves could be disobedient, but like the whole thing is like, is it voluntary at all? Like, slave that doesn't work, tell that to the old timers. Don't you just whip them till they work and or kill them? Holy fuck, what a wiggle. That fucking, the fucking Tsukasa rod is so... Why are you so low? Fuck, she went low there. Moving picture of the bottom right scares you. It's Tsukasa, but it's Rancho. I hate this. I hate this! Guys, I deserve $500 in donos right now for doing that. Did you guys see how absurdly disgusting that fucking spell was right there? I fucking just... And I died to this again. To do it again. Alright, let's get back on that. Didn't Yukari beat Ron canonically at some point? Like, isn't there something in one of the books where there's like a scene? I don't know if it's a flashback. I don't know if it's actually real, but there is an image of Yukari beating Ron. She hit her on the head with the parasol. Okay. But anyway, as far as I'm concerned about the Shikigamis, I can't classify that as or not as slavery unless I know like how like willingful it is. Because that kind of tends to be the balancing factor. Pazooch, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Apparently Shikigami meant the bodies you see were either spirits that possess the yokai form. So it's effectively like taking over a body or some shit. Oh, Pazooch, here, fine, I'll put this back up for you, because you just got back. Here's a Foxy Yelp, it's Yukari reprogramming Ron. Why'd you put that in parentheses? You don't have to make it sound sexual. I love 3.0 power spam, by the way. It's my favorite pastime. The Ron body modification incident. I'm sure there's like 20 dojins that are like that already. Like, I'm sure there's nothing new. That's how she phrases it. Well, to be fair, this is Aya we're talking about. Not that she would ever lie or exaggerate anything. Right? Like, Aya is a very reputable source for every. That was sketchy. By the doubting. Do you know how to speak? Do you know how to type, Pazoots? What do you mean by a doubting? You mean a dojin? Bro just got off failed typing simulator. I love spam. How do you review Ron's over the computer? Sort of, but she like engages with Ron in like normal ways sometimes. Fuck, this part's so sketchy. Do I hit max power here? Middle, then left. Middle, then left. I did barely. I have to play kind of greedy for that pickup. See how much easier that last section is when I do it properly? I like, my instinct wants to go left, middle, right, but you have to go middle, left, and then stall. You do not go left, middle, right. You can, it's just worse. It's just always going to be worse. Ace Attorney games clearly show that Momiji's eye is slayed. The Ace Attorney games clearly show that Momiji is the second greatest Touhou character of all time. Millionaire's body of 1,200-year-old super powerful yokai sage only get bodied by a bunch of fairies. So true! So, what you're telling me... I think you're installed because according to her, Shikigami or particular class of yokai, I'm going software that I put in them with software runs, rewrite them as if that here is being possessed. So you're telling me is mind break. Is that we're mind breaking the yokai into becoming Shikigami. Right, non one. Gotta remember the difference between Misumaru nons. Hate that I have no response to that. They hated him because he spoke the truth. No! I had that in the bag! Oh, that was so close. All I had to do was make that dodge. It wasn't even, like, that terrible of a line. What a move. What a move, you fucking slut. What a piece of shit. I love when she moves down. It's my favorite pastime. Don't worry, we cap the final every time, right? I also cap this. This non is so cursed. Oh! Walked right into the ball. Well, cap the rest of us, or it's a reset. Hate to see it. Oh, I walked right into it. Unlucky. Shows you the problems with Misumaru. What if her name was Misumaru and she was made of miso and threw balls of miso at you? What if? Miki would get a wellness check on this guy. Dude! When I get back from lunch, when I'm at work and then I go to get lunch and then I come back, there's like a half-hour window where I'm just finishing drinking my Bloom right now. My Bloom Energy crisp apple straight fire, by the way. Not quite as good as the raspberry lemon, but still pretty good. When I get back from lunch, especially, I don't know why it's on Friday specifically. I'll get back, and then, I have a truck I have to unload. So I'm driving the forklift to and fro. There's, like, one other person back in the warehouse, like, Friday afternoon. And they're, like, not even nearby. So, like, I'm all by myself. The amount of fucking... You think that, like, being like, oh, what if her name was Misumaru? The amount of just completely off-the-wall shit that I just start rambling and going on about. And I sit there and be like, What is wrong with me? I just start going in circles and the weirdest fucking, like, conversations and words. And I crack myself up all the time. I just start going on. You ever just, like, YTP something? You need details? This is what I'm going on about. I can't give some of the details because it may or may not be Twitch appropriate. Of some of the conversation. But you ever YTP something? Where you just start... You start quoting something, and then you just start turning it into noises. I gotta give my coworkers what their favorite Damaku pattern is. None of my coworkers know what Touhou is. There's one of the guys there, like, watches a fair bit of anime, but one of the college kids I work with, but he doesn't know what Touhou is at all. Say a child a lot? What do you mean by that? But you ever, like, just, like... Fine, reference? Okay. But you ever just take, like, a meme, and then you, like, quote the meme to yourself, and then you just start adding, like, shit and poop and fart jokes in there, and you just start making random noises, and you just keep looping this into more and more jokes, and I'm just cracking myself up the entire time. It's like, my brain turns to mush for, like, half an hour. It's always after I eat and get back to work. What's he talking about? Someone clearly isn't up on his YTP culture. Dude, I used to hate YTPs with the patch. I used to think they were the dumbest thing. I have a friend of mine who used to make some YTPs. He used to do some old Sonic ones. Until he pivoted to non-YTP content on YouTube. And he slowly got me accustomed to YTPs, and I hate the fact that, like, I laugh at YTP humor. They're a non-elf Alfonso? What do you mean by that? The term has the name Alfonso has nothing to do with actual elves. Also, hello, Zebra. I hate you! Cat. Not you, Zebra. You're fine. This fucking cat. Me randomly threatening my viewers. Yeah, YouTube poop. That's YTP. Classics. Aggressive? Yeah. Good luck, though. Appreciate it. Listen, I've said it before. Alfonso, the name Alfonso just came from when I was notably younger. I was probably like 10 or 11, roughly. My brother was playing Pokemon Soul Silver, and the concept of using, like, names that aren't my own name in, like, things like Pokemon was a foreign concept to me at the time. And he just started naming his character random names every time he'd do a playthrough. And one playthrough, he put his name as Alfonso. And then like, 11-year-old me at the time was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. And he never used it again. He doesn't use it anymore. He's not used it ever since. And I was like, I'm going to start using it. So then I just started using it in Pokemon. And then eventually I just started using it for everything. Because it works well, because it's kind of... It's close enough to an actual name that it works. Like, it's no Shadow Reaper 447 or whatever, you know. Like, it can actually be used online. It's easy to refer to it for an actual, like, name. I didn't kill that one red guy. It's not that big of a deal, but it is a little cringe. I love yapping. Yeah, noob slay. Yeah, like. Yo, dude, the Legend 27. Oh my gosh. 11. What image is this now? Based on that last image you posted, I have to double check every image to make sure it's not actual nudity. Alfonso is a variant of the name Alfonso. Originally Alfonso. Yeah. When I started using that, the name Alfonso, which is a common, at least as far as I'm aware, like I know it's a common Mexican, probably Central American name. I don't know exactly regions, so sue me if I get some of those wrong. But I never heard that as a name when I started using the name Alfonso. And I've never had a reason to change it. I just kind of started using it for everything. I was like, you know what? It works. It's good. I'm also not one of those people what? Whoa! I completely misclicked, and oh, I don't deserve that micro, okay? But, like, I'm not one of those people that was like, I gotta change, like, my name and, like, my profile pic every, like, 3 months. Because I thought of something new, quirky thing, and I gotta keep updating it. So for literally everything I use nowadays, it's just modern versions of Alfonso. Like sometimes it's taken, and I gotta do some other things. I am very fortunate, not that it's a big deal, but I'm kind of very lucky that on Twitch, I made my Twitch account early enough where I actually have twitch.tv/Alfonso. Where it doesn't have to be like some other, like, you know, some numbers thrown at the end or some shit. It's legitimately just that. I mentioned this once in a blue moon. Made your name up back when you were creating Rockstar accounts, you played GTA 5. You probably name is a Twitch spam detection. Yeah, meanwhile we got 11 over here, who's just numbers. Yeah, that's not suspicious for bots at all. Alfonso TH, yeah. But speaking of having the domain twitch.tv/Alfonso, I've mentioned this story once before, but it's been a hot while since I mentioned this, so I'll mention it. See, I've been streaming regularly on Twitch for almost 2 years at this point. I'm literally a month off from having streamed for 2 years consistently. At this point, which is cool. But I did stream a little bit several years ago, prior. And it was very inconsistent back then, but I did. Back when I was trying to 1cc some of the older Touhou games. I believe I started with Touhou 7. And I specifically remember, back then I got very, very little for like viewers and such. But there was one instance where this person came in, said that they were like a pro CSGO player, I believe. And asked if they could pay me like $20 for the $20 or something to have the to buy like my account for the Alfonso like domain name, the twitch.tv/Alfonso. And I said no, and they said fuck off and kill yourself, anime, like some other words I'm not gonna put on. I'm not gonna say aloud right now. That's actually the only person I've ever banned on Twitch. But that was back when I streamed before, so I don't count that as my current time. But the person asked to pay me $20 for it, and I said no for multiple reasons. And he told me to kill myself. That had me rolling. There was like 2 other people in chat at the time, but they were also laughing. It was hysterical. Yeah, this CS player is so true. That's the thing. If you want to get me to like be pissed at you, it takes a little bit more of an indirect approach. Like if you say, like if you just come in here and start like shit talking and throwing names and stuff, I'm gonna feed on that. I'm gonna love that. Hello, Fammy. Fuck. Listen, situations are situational. That was a misclick. I'm trying to scratch my head. I give you free permission to post bunny girls. I mean, as long as it's not porn. I'm not... Like, if it's not Touhou... No, don't spam bunny girls. If you spam the bunny girls, I might have a problem. I would ban and unban him, but like Twitch notices that type of thing and like keeps track of accounts based on bans, and it follows people even if you just like do a quick ban unban. So I'm not gonna do that. Got 2 new EXNNs. Nice, nice. For Racing. Come on, you have it for Marissa. I think you have it for Remy. Like you have it for a number of characters. You don't need the Racing one as well. Maybe I should give it. Maybe I should put it back at some point. But I'm too lazy right now. Well, what I was alluding to earlier was if you want me to get me like pissed and like make me hate you, like on Twitch, you're gonna have to be a lot more clever about it than coming in here and just shit talking. Case of Touhou Girls is bad, you said it. Unbelievable. Mods? Guys, someone subjectively didn't agree with my subjective opinion. Guys, this is terrible. Guys, I'm gonna have to take a mental health break from streaming. This is too much for me. Why do you have to be this low? Honestly, this cat is gonna make me have to take a mental health break. The hardest job on the planet is so true, especially when it's not even my job. Like I have limited free time, and I spend the majority of my limited free time here on the grind. In one Kanto, that's not an annoying piece of shit. They don't exist. They don't exist. I remember glitchers seething at Sumerekun's Sanai spots. What do you mean by that? On the tier list or something? Or upload the old Touhou Girl tier list to the YouTube? Oh no, that's it. That's on YouTube. Yeah, you can find it on there. Like every VOD since I started Labby 2, like the first month of streams when I started 2 years ago is not on YouTube. Might be like the first 1 or 2 months, but everything since then, everything's on YouTube. You can start uploading shorts. I've done a few. Made a second YouTube channel because the one I currently use is one I upload on my VOD. At some point, I would like to start uploading like other content onto my other blend and kind of make that my main quote-unquote. One of the things I'd like to do is a consistent stream of shorts, but I gotta like get on that grind, and I haven't done that yet. But surely one of these months I will. Golly by howdy, there's some solid ones. Is another sorter already? I don't care. I think maybe I'll do it at some point. Also, it has been 2 years. It's been like 1 year and like 9 months. I think it actually like 8 months or something. I think it did in July. I don't know, on one hand, I kind of like that kind of content because it's a little fun to do. Like, it's kind of it's a stupid thing. It's kind of like fun to do in that regard, but I don't know. It's kind of cheesy content in my opinion, as a whole. Some Hina are off someone after you jokingly got upset with them due to their Hina placement in their Touhou sorter. What kind of Hina art? Are we talking like what kind of art? We're talking like SFW? Do sort based on who you'd make your servant most. Normal, unbelievable. How am I supposed to enjoy unless her big titties are out? Hina's one of those characters I feel like that in fan art I tend to see with more on the bigger end than smaller end. Minariko as well. Well, like, Notori and Aya tend to be on the lower end. I almost said Sanai. That is absolutely not true about Sanai, but, like, Notori and Aya tend to be towards the smaller end, I feel. Aya's kind of, like, I will say a little mixed. Are they smaller, though? Oh, yeah. Pretty cool big tits. Oku tends to have massive bong hongeros. But yeah, Taters tends to not. Same with Mystia. In terms of birds. Eyepiece on the icon. Oh, you got some high quality Aya. Listen, you want to see what you want to see a reaction? I should pull a VOD because I can do that, and I should make this into a clip. Although YouTube might not like me if I did it. Make this into a short of my reaction in the last of the Ace Attorney games, not the new one because it's not translated yet. But the last of the Ace Attorney games, to seeing the Aya, like the new Aya sprite, yeah, 3.5 Aya, dude, my reaction to that was like twice. First of all, the first time she was on screen, and then the swimsuit scene. But she shows up on screen, I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Sucks at finding these things. What are you looking for? You have 2,000 sec, by the way. You can just go to my my playlist, and it'll probably be near the bottom. Dude, I have 73 subscribers on YouTube. Holy famous! Damn, Kaine's all the way. Kaine's above Lily White, guys. This has got to change. Hold on a second. I gotta do a new one. There's no way Kaine deserves to be that high, bro. I think it was an SFW piece at first. The person was mind if you make an alt for it. Damn, you guys are communicating with with artists. I've been tempted to commission art before. I never have. But like I wouldn't commission art like. So I have a bunch of posters on my wall, but I also have a wall scroll, and I have multiple body pillows. I've talked about this before. If I ever commissioned anything, it would be another wall scroll or a body pillow. I've been tempted to, but I never have. Roger, flattest Remelia the world has ever seen. I mean, most Remys tend to be pretty flat. I mean, there are some exceptions. Some people make her incredibly massive, but... If people make any of the Scarlet Sisters massive, they usually make Flan massive and leave Remy small, I've noticed. Oops. Also, 11, we don't ask Grok around here, we ask Jarvis. Jarvis, generate me Touhou armpit. You're listening? Well, like, I mean, I'm glad to hear that, but I feel like there's a lot of people listening to me right now. For better or for worse. Okay, who has the best armpits in Touhou, though? Hold on, has anyone seen that animation going around? In, like, in GIF form? Of this Sinai licking Reimu's armpits? Anyone seen that one? Is it not Reimu? I mean, Sinai's pretty good as well. No cap for real. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about. I've been tempted to put it in my Discord, but I'm like, eh. I've kind of like been on the fence of like whether or not I actually want to. Yes, but not by choice. I didn't look it up. I just saw it. Love that gif. Too much Uma Musume. I've seen other edits of it as well. The first time I saw it was Stone. I've seen that one the most, but I have seen other edits after the fact. You wish it were me. Not gonna lie, I'm not an armpit licker. Not that I've been in a position to like try. So who knows? Maybe it would awaken. Maybe it's a life-changing experience, like getting a maple syrup pod job under the table at a Denny's. But I've never experienced either. Maybe it's life-changing, but hasn't changed my life yet. Likes armpits because he likes flat girls and feels the same when he licks it. That's an opinion. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, he likes flat girls. He likes On, and we all know that On canonically has massive booba. I mean, just look at what Lost Word did. We all know that that's canon. What are you doing to me? This cat's gonna have to pay for my therapy. Everyone loves me. You do that to me all the time. Do you know how many times I say something that's like very slightly sus and then you cat react me? Loading Onyx Reimu. We don't. What have I said about Yuri and chips? We only take non-traditional ones here. Or at least wedding dress Chiari skin. You've never been more tempted. Mods ban this man. You look Tenchi's sweaty feet when she takes off her boots after a long day being work. See, this is what I expect from 11. And in before, Game Glitcher immediately cats that one. But I hope that Game Glitcher's learned by now, just like not even to like pay much attention to it when 11 says it. Like we are, like, we know at this point it's bait, right? Or is it? Maybe he really would. No human reaction, Eagle Cat. You'd like to have Hina spin on you? In what way? Can I get what way in detail? Careful, if it's too detailed, I might have to ban you. Gosh, I love when things just evolve. Heal on your balls. I didn't know you were into that. What are you, a Yuka fan? He wants to cast a spin or nothing. He said, she said... He said Hina. What am I doing? What is this route? That was so scum. Who's better Fox? Oh, it's Ron every day of the week. Like, Tsukasa's not bad. Lock in? I mean, I'm having a good time. Hold on. Fine. This will prove the best Fox right there. Hello, Gypsum. Once again, I need to bring up the image. It's cut, so you can't even see the bottom half. But of like the Tsukasa where she's crying with the picture of Ron taped over her. Taped over her face. That may or may not be sexual. That was terrible, P Collection. Yeah, Gypsum usually shows up. He's just not the most talkative. Which is perfectly fine. Not everyone has to come in and talk 24/7. I mean, if you aren't in here chatting, then it's unbelievable. If you aren't chatting 24/7, then you're washed, bros. Can we get 20 subs in the chat right now? Don't do it because I asked. Don't do it for the joke, because I would be upset. Freeloading, Lord. Yeah, they're freeloading. Rule of thumb, you don't have to spend anything. Watch, it's crazy. Crazy concept. Okay, oh great, what's this Chirno looking like now? I can't look at it right now. There's a cat in front of me. I gotta beat the poop out of the cat first, and then we can look. Can we spell our words? Proofing. Hello? What are we all 14-year-olds? We can't like fucking type our words properly? I hate you, cat. Beat anyone? Let me look. Swordswoman tag. Why is there a mono no Fudo tag with the fucking swordswoman tag on it? Fudo tends to be one of those characters that tends to be drawn pretty small. Okay, here's a question. Do you guys prefer big boob or small boob Miko? Like big boob tall Miko or shorter shorter small boob Miko? There's big boob Mikos. Yes, I've seen both. I mean, I've seen everything of everything. Like, it just kind of exists. Never seen Big Boob Miko? Interesting. I've definitely seen more small Miko than big Miko, but... Flat right move with big boobs, slug knife. That would be good. Like that enough to have an immediate answer. But probably smaller though. Ten Desires is interesting, because, like, Fudo, Kyoko, and Miko all tend to be on the flat side, while Yoshika, Seiga, and Mamizo all tend to be on the quite top-heavy side. Who has the biggest ass? Mine's not that. Like, mine's fine. Like, I look in the mirror when I go take a shower, and I'm like, you know what? There's something there, but like, I don't really have, like, it's not a particularly notable ass. Widged. Bros, can we like type words like humans, people? Bro has a capability of turning on I pressed the Windows button. It's like, why'd the game pause? Well, I guess I can look at this patchy. Holy booty. Like, they give her so much ass. Should we point out the, I think base, Sega, that's the word, is the one they give massive motherfucking ass to. They lost her for like 2 months. He had you that pose. I was going to play Lost Word when it came out, because I was still like playing gachas at that time. And I was like, oh, I'll play it, and I just like never actually did, and I'm glad I never did. I'm glad I stopped playing gachas as a whole completely. Komachi. Oh yeah, L1 Komachi is also quite big. But I just think of the Sega. That is something else. Where's a nice brain-off game. Mods, can we ban Game Glitcher right now? Favorite gameplay from Lost Word is the autoplay button. Lost Word is more of a puzzle game. Yeah, but if I want to play a puzzle game, I'm just gonna do either like a Pokemon Run and Bun or any other Pokemon game, or Puppet Dance Hardcore Nuzlocke. Lost Word Messiah's Izakaya, what you used to learn about who's when you first got into Touhou. Dude, bros, can we type words in chat? Mostly jest. Just bring the one-shot team or die. That's how a lot of a problem with gachas, just by nature, is just the scaling of them. Is that, like, after enough time, it just eventually gets to that point, right? Where the metas just kind of form. So, like, things do just scale and get stronger and stronger, which makes sense as, like, new things come out. You want to make the new thing flashier than the old thing, but, like, in order to sell new stuff. But you kind of reach a problem where these things just kind of Like, honestly, I will compliment gachas for a minute. For one thing. Tier 1 gachas tend to be fine. Tend to actually be kind of neat at times. You won't see me touching them anymore. But, like, there tends to be some decent shit there. But they tend to... Like, the money grab nature of gachas tends to really show its color after year 1. Like, year 1, you can kind of see, like, okay, maybe there's some cool ideas here. Maybe there's some decency. But at some point, you really just start to see where they don't care. I mean, they do to an extent, but they don't really care at some point about it at broad. They care about what's going to make them money. And gachas are naturally very predatory. They have a very predatory monetary system. Shibuya is bad for players compared to global release. It's like 2 different games, yeah. The DLC and its consequences have been questionable at times. And, like, it's not necessarily the end of the world. I want to answer your date question. Sakuya or Yomu? Oh, it's Sakuya. But, like, I didn't see it. Listen, there's people talking. Also, I don't even know when you said that. When did you say that? Good fucking grease. How long ago did you say that? Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah, there's a different conversation going on at the time. Oh, that video. Fire Emblem Heroes. I played Fire Emblem Heroes for a little bit, and then I stopped. I know some people who do, who like still play it a little bit. Dude, the fucking power creep on that game, it's so insane. But again, that's a lot of gachas. Like, gachas, especially in worlds where PvP is in a game. If you have something that's purely PvE, like, there's no semblance of, like, PvP involved. There's definitely a bit more respect I'm holding there, but, like, the problem is when PvP is involved, it becomes such a, like, even more predatory monetary scheme. Like, I will actually criticize gachas a lot. I'm not someone who's going to sit there and tell people that they need to stop and, like, start moral high grounding, that they need to, like, stop playing gachas. Guys, don't support these people. I'll criticize them actively, but... Especially crossover culture, that's another thing that, like... that really drives home gachas, is just the amount of drive for crossovers. Whatever you can do to make money. Don't get me started on Fortnite. Although that's a bit different. Don't get me started when they fucking added Persona into fucking Overwatch. I keep pressing the fucking Windows button. But it's like as they die. What is this one now? Every gacha play with their game. Yeah. Listen, guys, most gachas are questionable. My gacha is really good. Gave Touhou gacha. Is just someone complimented a gacha? Ban this guy. Why the run over there? Because I put it in because it was funny for the time. I'm not keeping it long term. I just put it in because it was funny. Someone like, there was conversations about Ron versus Tsukasa, and I was like, hold up, I found this the other day. I'm gonna put it in just for a short period. So I could also go on about gachas and just the promotion of gambling as a whole, but Again, suit your own. Flawn or on? Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna take on, but not by a long. Maybe I'll take Flanny B. Chinko enjoyers. And I try to avoid anything that has any semblance of gam. Fuck again? I hate you. Okay, Tsukasa, or Braun, you're going away. I love 3.0 power. Damn, those are some sick lines, too. Gambling plays Touhou, so true. I mean, I'm a bit adverse to some things, probably just because I've seen a number of people, you know... I've seen a lot of people burn through an awful lot of cash and pseudo ruin their lives over gambling type of things. It's also why I don't drink or smoke. But I'm also not someone who's going to actively stop people from doing things either. Although I will criticize things. Oop. Dude, so back in the day, like many years ago, my grandpa, his brother, and a couple of their buddies founded a company. This company would later get bought out. Like maybe 20 years ago or something, they got bought out. But they founded a company, and words. Dude, one of the guys, Frank, and couple of his kids, only a couple of them, the biggest gamblers, like, just on the mark, like, they would legitimately, like, these guys, after, like, they get done with work, and, like, I've heard this all about from, like, my grandma, from my dad, and from, like, a lot of these guys, because I've known a number of these guys. They'd get done with work, they'd pull up, like, afterwards, and they'd just start playing cards on table, and they would just start betting. And they'd end up going $1,000. Okay, and this is $1,000 like 30 years ago. They'd just be putting massive pots on the table. They'll pull your wife for doing the event. You get an NTR with Glory's tied to shitpost. Yeah. But like I've some of these card games I've seen where these people just. Because, like, I play poker with my friends for, like, not real money. We get chips and we do stuff. Because I enjoy poker and stuff. But, like, these people that play blackjack and other card games and just... Like, some of the... Like, I've seen them put, okay, you know, $20 on the table, yada, yada. But, like, some of these people I've seen put thousands. And they just do this casually after work. Again, like, with each other. They just sit down, $2,000 fucking dollars on the table. Once on a, and my dad talked about this because he was down there. They were at Vegas at one point for work, and one of the nights they went to the casino, and he said one of the guys just pulled up with like a suitcase of like $10,000. Like one of their guys walked up with a suitcase of like $10,000. And this was in Vegas at the time when, like, Vegas was, like, the only place you could sports bet. And they were there. And my dad said that he'd go up. And he went to that. And, like, he bet, like, $100. He went and it was like, give me, like, $20 on this spread. He went up, here's... Give me $30 on this spread. And he said there's this guy that walks up to the table. He was like, give me... That walked up to the table. This guy they're not affiliated with. But he walked up, and he's like, okay, $3,000, I want this team on the over. I want $5,000 on this team covering the spread. Imagine how much that much money that you just walk up and just bet thousands. Multiple times on this type of thing. These guys are also heavy drinkers, some of them. My dad's a bit of a drinker, but he rarely ever drinks, like, more than a beer. Well, like, some of these guys... There's one of these guys, I've met him a few times. And, like, one time, there's a group getting food. And he showed up, and a lot of the guys are talking, oh, hey, haven't seen you for a few years, yada, yada, yada. Watch it, within 2 minutes, boom, he orders a beer. He said every time he ever, like, goes to a restaurant, boom, he shows up, within 2 minutes, he's ordering something. Go all until you're a millionaire, you're doing it wrong. Dude, I'm putting it all on red. Glad I'm not in on sports betting at all. I watch sports. It's the greatest month of sports, by the way, right now. March Madness coming up, literally the best month of sports. I am a bigger fan of football, American football, on average, but March Madness is the greatest sporting event of all time. But I'm not a bettor. I don't do fantasy. I don't have DraftKings. I don't have FanDuel. I don't care how much Kevin Hart's gonna appear in these ads. I'm not getting them. I don't care. Oh, I dodged the first one. I thought for sure that the second bullet would have gone past me there, but I guess I moved just like as the first bullet was passing by. Oop. Yeah, so the caffeine's wearing off again later in the day. So it's sun over. It's downhill from here. You gotta do gambling properly. Like the one dude that the Super Bowl every year shows up and bets $1 million on the coin toss. Or you do all the random prop bets. Like what color? You gotta do betting on what color. Daily will Donald Trump use the word butt in his tweet today? The daily 10 million volume. Is that a thing? I've never heard of that. Well, like, there's like, I know during like the Super Bowl, there'll be prop bets for what color do you think the halftime show singer's microphone is going to be? What, if it's a female singer, what color dress do you think they're going to be wearing? Anything to gamble on those random things. I gotta get I gotta get some gambling going for my runs. Okay, guys, on the next run, bet. Will the we're betting money on this one. I gotta figure out what the spread's gonna be. Will I talk about eggs a single time on this run? Will I bitch at the cat on the run? Dude, the no has got to be at, like, plus, like, 2,000. For that one. Uh-oh. Dude, I literally just started the fight as you posted an image. I hate that. What if it's actually porn and I gotta ban you? It's what I would say, but even if you posted porn, I wouldn't ban you. I just have to purge the message. Now, if you did it multiple times, I'd have to think otherwise. That's post-porn. That's not how that works. Like, you've been here long enough that if you slip up, like you have before, not with porn, like, I'm more than willing to give you some credence, but only some. How long will Trump and she shake hands for when they meet? Good grief. I mean, these aren't that big money on these, but wow. No handshake, less than 2 seconds, 2 to 6, 6 to 10, 10 to 50, 50 plus, photographed only. Dude, betting it all in red. Friendly reminder, I'll probably make a post about this tomorrow or on Sunday, but friendly reminder, time change is happening this weekend. So Sunday, if you don't live in a place with time change, streams are going to be an hour earlier on Sunday, starting Sunday. Which is usually more convenient for basically everybody except my West Coast Americans. Sorry about you guys. Or I guess the Australians as well. But I don't think I stream a particularly Australian-friendly stream time, regardless if it's an hour earlier or an hour later. Whoa! I panicked completely seeing those red bullets on the left. Oop. Eh. Okay, guys, it's 8:30. My brain juices are starting to fall off at this point. Caffeine's no longer hitting. Oh, I had the line too. I wasn't sure where that last wave was going, but it was slightly further to the right than I thought at first. What a disgusting spell. Take a tea and water break shortly. Gotta refuel before I finish her. Guys, I have bad news as well. The last weekend this month, the 28th, that Friday through Sunday, I'm going to be out of town, so I won't be streaming that weekend. Tragic. I know. It'll have been like 4 months since I last went anywhere. Might be. You supposed to watch it? I don't know. You can watch it on like Touhou for it. I'm sure there's some good stuff you can watch in the meantime. Oops. It'll be 3 days. You'll be fine. Why is my sister messaging me? What does she want? Wait. Oh. Excuse me, homing. What did I say about I should go take a pee and water break? Also, I'm starting to get to that point where I'm thinking about I need to get a haircut again soon. Stream a VOD from a month ago, no one will notice. Yeah, well, just the stream conversations are similar. I could just like pre-record myself, like just kind of like talking about eggs or something. I really... Okay, I should be true to my word and go pee right now. I'll be back. in a minute. That's the wrong image. Why is there no audio? No slug, that really fell off, yeah. Sorry to put the slug on screen. Here, I could do this. Are you happy? Oh, great. Fantasy May Wars today is going to be nothing but cutscene. I think it is Labby Try. Man, I really have fallen off. Oh, close. I should have probably gone down right. Tried to stall another wave. I should milk the way I should milk my content actually is I should go up and grab the 7 miss and then spend 2 hours just like reviewing it. And then make that into content where I talk about every part of that run. Holy shit, is it brain deactivation hours right now? Just a disgusting trap. What do I say about entrapment? There's some good plays on that attempt. It just lasted extraordinarily long because she pushed me out. This attack, it really is a disgusting attack. I love it, but it is. Sometimes it's not that disgusting, but oftentimes it is. It's very weird for it being a hardest attack in a game, too. It's very different from a lot of other parts that tend to be the hardest in a game. Dude, that was sexy! This is how I get all my bitches. With my Misumaru spell caps. Damn it. I pull these up my baby. You ever see this cat before? Sir, this is a nursing home. What are you doing here? Oh! The double KO. The fate worse than death. Oop. Okay, I should go back to like runs or something for like 15 minutes before I call it for the day on this. But it's just so addicting. It's like a pinball machine. It's like pachinko. I was shit talking gambling earlier, but this is my gambling. Rolling the Misumaru slots. Sending that pachinko down the machine. Doot, 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 doot. Guys, I'll hit the jackpot this time. I think Misumaru's balls hang low. Don't answer that? Okay, I won't. Do you guys think Pazoot's balls hang low? Do mine hang low? I don't really have a good reference point. I'm not comparing balls that often, so I don't actually know. Maybe mine do. Maybe they don't. Ooh, I actually got that dodge. Sit down to sit. You said it wrong. Do your balls touch the water? No. Do they have to go that far down? Also depends on the toilet, right? Like some toilets have the water go up higher or lower. I 99% of the time I shit, it's at home. I would think the drugs may have been self-induced. Because here's the thing, I'm like a daily shitter. Like, hello, Fumo. Good time for you to show up as I go through this conversation. Like, I poop usually once a day. Like, you know, so some depending on diet, you know, things do or don't happen. But like, I think I'm pretty average pooper. But one thing I'll notice is it's not always the case, because if I'm not at home, I'll pee. I don't poop when I'm not at home. Like, for whatever reason, me getting home does something to my, like, triggers something in my body and makes me be like, oh, it's time to poop. Like, my usual routine is I'll get home from work, I'll drop my stuff off, and then I'll go shower. And usually my routine is like, I'll poop before I go to shower. And like, my body feels like it triggers this usual reaction of like, oh, you're not at home, you don't need to poop. The moment you get home, oh, it's time to go. And the way I'll notice this the most is when I'm out of town. Considering the average American used to run rules to like every day. No, that's not. My poops are not particularly strong. It's not that I like go out of my way to like not poop or anything. It just, like, when I'm down in Wisconsin visiting my friends, I'll go there. Like, there are many weeks, because like I said, I'm usually someone who goes once a day. But like, I'll be gone. I'll be out of town. I won't go at all over the weekend. Or like, while I'm out of town, I'll get home within 5 minutes of me being home. It's like a rush through my system. It's like, it's time to go. But like, the entire week, like, I can go the weekend and I'll never feel the need to. But like, the moment I get home, give it 5 minutes. I noticed this on Saturdays. I don't like work and stuff, but whatever. Like, Saturday night, after I stream, I go hang out with some of my friends. And I go to their place, and then, I get home. I usually get home, like, sometimes it's midnight, sometimes it's 1 in the morning. And then, like, I'm home, I'm dropping my stuff off, 5 minutes, you got it, it's time to go. Like, for whatever reason, me getting home just triggers that in me. It's another man's throne. He needs his own throne. I mean, I can. There are times where it will be like, ooh, I gotta go when I'm not at home, but almost every time that it's like, ooh, time to go, it's triggered by me getting home. It's not just like, oh, I'm at home. It's not like, oh, I'm at home and then I gotta go. It's the action of me getting home that like seems to trigger it. It's weird. And shit with their bidet, it's just life changing. I don't know. I used bidet once and it was like it was fine. I don't know if I consider it life changing though. I don't have one at my house. I have a friend who has some at their house, but... and I've used it once before. Maybe I gotta do it more. Nah, the real strat is what you do is you poop and then you just hop in the shower and you just grab the head and you just spray. Clearly, that's the strat, right? Or into life, forced to shit. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. But no, at 11's point, I'm not one of those people who's like gotta go through a full roll every time. I'm not particularly destructive with it. I think part of that is like I don't eat a ton of fast food and stuff. Like I only have fast food like a couple times a week, maybe. Usually for lunches, during work when I want to get in and out, but that's rare. And I also don't eat a lot. I'm a fairly small eater. Like, I know compared to other Americans, you know, I'm probably on the lower end, but even, like, broadly, I hibernate my food. When I eat something, I often eat a lot, and then I don't eat frequently. I'm not a heavy eater. There's a problem with me working out, is I have a hard time gaining muscle because I don't consume enough to turn into muscle. Hard shipwrecks. I mean, there are occasional times I have destructive poops, but it's rare. Often when I'm, like, sick or something. But usually that's the opposite of brick. There was a pumpkin seed incident many years ago, but that's its own thing. Moral of the story is don't consume nothing but pumpkin seeds for a solid period of time, and a ton of pumpkin seeds. I was constipated for like 2 to 3 days. And when that came out, shit was like, you look down and it was like just half pumpkin seed in there. It was a rough time. That was a good like 8-9 years ago. You learned a hard lesson. Okay, off the topic of poop, onto the topic of Mickey. I love this cat. The cat is just so much fun. Okay, I'm running out of one mores on the day. It's getting late. Whee! I think she blinds herself, but she uses fire. It's not that bright. Like, I'll give you that the final's a rather bright attack. It's not that bright. Bro lives in his room all day with the blinds closed and the lights off, so when there's like a little bit of light on his screen, it just blinds him. So I keep my phone, my phone's light level pretty low. Like when I go to bed, I put it at at the minimum brightness, and throughout the day, I usually put it like a third brightness. But there are some times when I like forget to put it down to 0 when I go to bed, and I wake up and grab my phone, it's just. Even at like a third, it just like stands out. Like, oh my goodness. There are times when like occasionally I'm outside, it's like really bright out, especially this time of year. Like it's like really bright for a period, just with the snow, and like if it gets really sunny out, cool, buddy. I like turn my phone up really high to actually be able to see it. and then I don't turn it. I forget to turn it back down, and then I pull it out, and it's just blinding. What I find insane is the people that, like, I like, see them pull out their phone, it's just, like, max brightness, like, all the time. Like, what are we doing? On auto adjust? I'd use auto adjust, but, like, I don't like it. I also use blue light filters a lot. Based character sprites, we love that. 11. Where is that Wriggle sprite from? Did Wriggle ever appear in the games, or is she from the newest one? Where is that Wriggle? She wasn't in any of the previous ones. Any of the previous Eye Attorney games. Is she from one of their porn games? Forgot. What did I forget? I can't recall that she was in any of them. I don't think she was in any of them. I don't recall her appearing once. Maybe I'm having a stroke. But I don't think so. Like, I'm here to believe my own opinion unless I get, like, proven otherwise with someone mentioning, oh, this exact trial. But, like, I literally can't think of a spot where she appeared. So I just think you're gaslighting me. Get this and stuff. Use almost all of them up from the first game. Do you have the first game? So do you need me to just try to send you the others? Try to remind me in the morning, or tomorrow. For you, it'd be probably afternoon by that point, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to be able to send them, because Litterbox didn't like the one I tried to send earlier. Yeah, I never throw to this section. Ignore the multiple times I've died here earlier today. I almost walked right into that blue bullet. We're going from one of the side projects. I was wondering if it was from one of those side projects. And confirm whether or not you were indeed gaslighting me. Just such a nice chill theme for a stage. considering how disgusting this stage kind of is. It's not that disgusting, it's only a little bit. A lot further to the left than I'd like to be. It's not that big of a deal. Because I did center myself. Neat. Okay, son, you know what to be, the chest or the head? You got a 50-50 shot. Get ready for it. You darn fool. I can't believe she's calling me a darn fool. Oh, I tapped left. I need to just have gone straight up. Tragic. I need to go up then have tapped left, but I did it just slightly wrong order. Oh, I thought I had that. Oh well. Take what we get. Move on. Be back for more of that tomorrow. Getting close.